know you're crazy, but I only wanna be with you. You think I'm shady cause I'm out here trying to make some moves, but it ain't like that. Just know that I'll be right back. I'll give you all my time just to let you know you're mine. It ain't nothing. Promise I'ma do it all to give you something. This love I got is only for you. You're my comfort, my future husband. I'ma give you all my heart, yeah, all of it, yeah. Baby, I know that I gotta come fix it. You the only nigga that I be missing. Swear I'm coming home to give you the business. Turn off my phone, it can leave me a message. I'ma just cover your body with kisses, kisses. Rub your body down, you know that I miss it, miss it.
Welcome to Happy Hour with Lito. I'm your host. You know what I'm saying? I got a special guest today. Actor, businessman, entrepreneur, bodybuilder now. You know what I'm saying? My guy, Donald Brumfield Jr. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How you feeling, Ken?
Yeah, I'm good, man. First and foremost, I just want to let you know I appreciate you coming on. You know what I mean? Doing this. I know you're a busy man, man.
No, it's all good, man. I appreciate you, want to rock out with me, man. I'm always down for supporting anybody any way I can. And, I love, shopping up with my peoples anytime I can.
For sure, for sure. So first and foremost, bro, like I always, treat every conversation, I don't like to necessarily have interviews. I like to just, talk. So, I'm a big mental health guy. So first and foremost, I just want to check on you, see how you doing today. And then also with that, you know what I'm saying? How have you been able to move around, during this pandemic over the last year?
You know what, man? I definitely appreciate you even asking that question, man. It's been a emotional roller coaster of just trying to get by daily. You know what I mean? I believe people got to understand each day is a process.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some good days, bad days. You know what I mean? But for me, what's been helping me get through all of this, man, has just been striving for my goals, to complete these goals. I've learned to, I was saying that, each day is kind of its own process. And for me, man, I've just learned to adapt what I like to call my own method of thinking. Like I've learned to not look at obstacles or negative things as negative. I kind of have learned to kind of look at everything as a lesson and trying to figure out what can I take from each situation over this past year or so. Just learning from everything, man, has really put me in perspective about this last year's really put me in the right mindset when it comes to business, family, again, with mental stability. I found myself praying more, meditating more, paying attention to my kids more, seeing how they're affected. Because I can only imagine what my children are feeling during this pandemic. Because I grew up I was that outside kid, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the park, me and the guys playing Killer Man. I don't know what y'all call it. We used to call it Killer Man, concrete tackle football in the middle. We'd throw the football in there. We'd be out there for hours, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having just a great time. And that's how you learn how to socialize, and you kind of grew with your community, your friends, and some of your best friends. That's how we became family. So my kids have been taken away from those type of experiences this past year. And that was really tough. So that really put me in a perspective of just paying attention to everything, man, how I treat everyone, and how the energy, and just my focus of where I put my energy, man. I started realizing how much energy I was wasting on negative things and negative people, and things that weren't fueling me or feeding me back, man. So, this whole past year has really navigated me into it's probably navigated me into the best direction I could have ever headed in my life.
Word.
It really pushed me to grow.
That's what's up. And how's your brother doing? I know he was struggling with mental health as like the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? How's he doing?
Yeah. My brother Forrest doing good, man. He's I think he needed a sense of relocation. So that's what has moved my brother down. He's in Dallas right now.
Okay.
Working. He comes back and forth, but I think he just was due for a reset.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. He wanted to get into a reset to where he can clear his mind. As an artist, your creativity comes from the emotions, from your passion. And I think that's what my brother really needed to do. He had to get in touch with himself and, to kind of like, put that flame back to his creativity, man, back into the music, back into the tattooing, everything like that, man. So he's in the best place that I think right now for the time being, he's in the best place that I can ask him to be.
Cool. That's what's up. So, yesterday we had the ruling, in the George Floyd trial. You know what I mean? I know everybody is ecstatic, but at the same time, I still look at it like, it's a lot more work to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, so much more work, bro.
What's the atmosphere like right now in Chicago? After seeing that.
Chicago, man. I'm gonna put it like this, man. Sometimes Chicago just be ready to set something off, man. So I think the ruling yesterday gave a sense of peace and calmness over the city for the time being, kind of set ease, like, hey, maybe the criminal justice system might start doing their job better.
Right.
Maybe they're going to start paying attention to these things more. Maybe this George Floyd situation opened up eyes to the reality of what's happening in our communities on a daily basis. And that's what I looked at, man. But I've had my own experience with criminal justice system, and I really paid attention to the details of the case. And I was just having this discussion with my wife yesterday about hoping that they don't go back and try to do an appeal or things like that, because that's what they'll do, man.
They already said he's going to appeal. They already said that.
Yeah, he's going to appeal it.
Yeah, and
that's the scarier part that hurts. And I know how mainstream media can work at times. They publicize the guilty rulings and everything we wanted to hear for the time being publicly. But I guarantee you, and don't quote me, but we might have this conversation again soon, brother. I promise you they're probably going to make the appeal a more quiet and hidden case to where we won't even know the rulings, because a lot of these things that we were talking about, a lot of the cases, a lot of the trials, a lot of murders, a lot of these cops and people on trial, they start vanishing. You're like, man, what happened in that trial?
Yeah, that's
man,
a fact.
Happened? Hey, whatever happened?
The other officers involved, all of that. Where are they at?
All that. We'll forget about all of that. And because something new had happened, and we'll be so focused on that they'll skate that by, and we won't go back to look at what was the ruling of the appeal. Has anybody heard about the ruling of the appeal? Like, those are the things we need to stay on top of. I think as a community, we need to stay on task with the things we start. So this ain't finished yet. We gotta put the pressure on these state officials, on these judges. We gotta put that pressure on them all the way until this is completely done, and so justice can truly be served for his family. Because we might have got the win right now for the moment, but if they win the war, you know what I'm saying? All of this effort and energy and protesting would have been for nothing, because he still found his way, back home.
Yeah, and then I think
back
too,
to freedom.
I think too, he was guilty on all 3 counts, but like the judge might, what I'm saying, he should be serving probably 20 plus years, but the judge might
easily.
The judge might give
him a 50-50. Me and my wife talking about that all day. I said he could easily just do 10 years and be home.
Time served. 10. Yep.
Time served. Everything, man. He look up, man. We won't even know he's released.
Right.
All we know is he supposedly could get up to 40 years. Man, we look up, man. That man could be home in like 10.
Yep.
They'll do that, man. And that's the scarier part. So it's like it's messed up, man, how the criminal justice system is set up. But I mean, I think we're doing the best we can at this moment, and that's honestly holding people responsible for their actions, man. Start calling out these cops. I think the cell phone and the internet has been a bittersweet thing to us.
Yeah, for
sure.
But
in moments like this, it's the most important thing we got on our side. It's scary for cops nowadays. you know, I remember growing up and watching us be even in college, man, we were harassed by cops all the time, and things that, man, we probably could have sued for, you know what I mean? But they got away with things like that. But we didn't have the quality cell phones we have now. We didn't have that live streaming, like that live Facebook, live IG. Man, excuse me, you know, we were doing that nowadays. Hey, man, I'm gonna save my own life.
I got a recorder in my car,
you know?
bro. I have a recorder.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like in my car. Like,
oh, that's dope.
Yeah, for sure.
And,
you just
and
never
it's
know.
messed up that you never know. That's a you probably didn't buy that for those intentions originally, but it's like essential nowadays. Like just anywhere we are in the world, man, we just need it for our own protection, just to cover ourselves, man. So I think we're doing the best we can by constantly keeping the pressure on these people with making sure we push everything. And just what I mean by just pushing it, meaning like, man, we don't got to be silent no more.
Yeah.
Speak up. When we know something not right, just speak up. That right there puts a second guess in a person's state of mind. That makes a second thought on what their next move is. At least make them think about it.
Right.
We can't change their full intention, but we got to be strong and make them think about it. Because it was so scary that yesterday, in the middle of celebrating, the young girl out of Ohio gets shot.
Yeah, I'm in Ohio.
Like literally, man, bro, like it hurts, man. Like moments later, I might have been barely eating dinner, having a conversation about that, and then I look over and this baby girl is getting gunned down in front of her own home, and it's scary because one fun fact people don't know about me. I actually ran alternative schools here in Chicago.
Okay.
So I worked at what is called a safe school, where you have what's the at-risk teens, at-risk youth.
Yeah.
If you came to my school, you probably were a high risk, like violent. You probably had some kind of criminal activity at a high level that required you to be over there with me. And I've dealt with kids who had weapons. I've dealt with kids who had knives or all the sorts, man, with my bare hands. Not a gun, not a taser. With my bare hands to apprehend the kid, to keep them from hurting themselves, keep them from hurting somebody else. And then really by the end of this whole altercation, I found that kid was just hurt by so much that was going on at the moment. It might have been so much distress in that child's life, and they just lashed out. And then from my understanding of this young lady, she was being jumped in front of her home.
Yeah.
And they didn't know what to do and just went into,
rage.
A rage. You know, you see the people getting whooped on and all these things is happening, went to a rage. And instead of, it hurts me because I will watch these same officers literally talk a kid down with a machine gun, or talk a guy down, or talk a Caucasian individual down who has knives and is throwing them and slicing at people and running at people. You'll be, no, calm down, put it down. But this young girl was pretty much crying out for help in front of you, and the first thing you did was shot her. And that's the thing about it. They fear what they don't understand.
Yeah. And
that's my thing. Why should you be behind the badge? Why should you be able to have someone's life in your hands when you fear us because you don't understand us?
Mm-hmm.
You can't relate. You may not know what she's dealing with. She might have been getting bullied. That's clearly all I saw from that. This girl might have been bullied and fed up and laughed and snapped out.
Yep.
But you wouldn't know that as an officer. You wouldn't know that. You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't be able to recognize it.
Yeah, I agree.
And the first thing you jump to is that the state of violence. And I just don't believe that these individuals should be behind the gun. I think that people who have complete relatability to the community, complete relatability to the environment, the culture, those who you should have working in those neighborhoods. Point blank, period.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think that you can't have people who are not familiar with the culture or the neighborhood. Literally, that can't be their beat, man. He would be so confused and so lost. And like tons of our kids are going to continue to get killed and hurt because you have people who are not familiar with the culture. It doesn't make sense. And
on top of that, as Black people, we are like on Facebook, bro, like people going back and forth about how they feel about it based off of they put this I guess the body cam came out. They put this steal up of her, with a butcher knife in her hand about to stab this girl in the pink. And
Wow.
I looked at it like, first of all, like if she was getting jumped, she might, like you said, blacked out. You know what I'm saying? Like blacked out, tired of getting bullied, tired of people jumping on her. And you know what I'm saying? All we seen is just that split moment when she was running after them with that knife. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That's it. And we supposed to
In
just
all
judge
honesty,
it off of that.
You know, in all honesty, man, she probably didn't even hurt anybody.
Yeah.
She just was that raised. Like she wanted them scared of her at the moment. I don't even think she really had the intention of stabbing anybody or killing anybody or hurting anybody. I think the officer, if you watch the reactions of the crowd, I feel like the officer was more scared than anybody else in the entire crowd.
That's why he shot, and he didn't shoot to stop her. He shot to kill.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He shot to kill.
Yeah.
He shot her deliberately. And that's how 90% of that's pretty much how all officer trains send a mass shooting. He shot her directly to where that girl was going to get hit in the heart, lung, something that was going to take her right out.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. That girl died instantly on the scene. And it hurts, man, to know that we're in these days and times where it's like my wife says this all the time. I'm so happy that you changed yourself. I'm so happy that you changed your environment, the way you move, because literally we live in a day and time, man. I don't even want to be out late.
Yeah.
And that could be me and you linking up for a drink, man. Hey, Don, man, let's go grab a bite, man. Let's go have a drink.
I'm coming to Chicago in June, but we'll talk about that later.
Hey, pull up, man. But I'm telling you, we doing brunch, man. We doing brunch because my wife's so scared of me not making it in at dark, and not from a gang member or not from some kid or somebody robbed me, literally from a police pulling me over, having a bad day. And, now I'm not making it home to my beautiful children, my beautiful family, because you fear me. I'm a big guy, but I look like a bodybuilder, so you automatically assume he in prison, or he this, he that. Like, you're not assuming I'm an athlete. You just automatically assume I'm a thug or I'm aggressive because I'm big. Where, bro, I do this for the look. I'm not doing this to be aggressive, man. I do this for the look. Everybody knows I'm a gentle guy. I'm a good person at heart. But again, not understanding and having fear will cause you to react, man. I've had my fair share of officer run-ins, and not every officer that I've come across has been a bad guy. Just I could tell who's not who's not from the neighborhood, who's never been in this neighborhood. I can tell when I'm probably a first or second black guy you ever pulled over in your life, and you're not sure of how to approach me. You're not sure how to go about it. And that's scary, man. It's like, how can you keep having these type of individuals be in charge of protecting our community?
Right. So let's make a left turn and talk about yourself. You know what I'm saying? What made you decide to really go hard on your bodybuilding?
Man, I went into this place where I went into my own, I want to say my own form of depression. It wasn't a place of, I thought suicide and things like that. But it was really a place where I was just disgusted with the person I had been, or the person I had seen myself turn into. And I saw who I was at that moment, the destruction it was causing to my family, my children, my life, my opportunities, becoming my future wealth. Everything that I had been wishing for and manifesting was being destroyed simply from who I was being at that time. And that's where the fitness, I was always kind of in the gym, but this when I started taking it serious, man, I just was like, how will my kids see me? Will I be able to play basketball with my son when he's 15? Will I be able to, play one-on-one, play catch? How is my wife looking at me? I got this beer belly. I'm drunk all the time. I'm around her, angry, stressed. How is she looking at me? Is she attracted to me? All these things was running through my mind, like in a, when your mind get to racing on you, man, it could be a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
But luckily, it kind of pushed me like, fam, you know your potential. You know what you can look like. You know what you can be. You know what type of person you can be. So I used the fitness in the beginning just to keep myself with a mission. Like, hey, y'all know I can't party and drink tonight, man. I'll be working out at 8 a.m., man. I'm good. It started off like that. And then as my body starts transforming, I started getting feedback from the guys I was working out with that are bodybuilders that have done shows, and I was getting this good feedback. And it was like, well, man, you know what? We're in the middle of a pandemic. I ain't filming Black Ink right now. You know, even though I had these other opportunities and businesses I was working on, I was like, you know what? You need something to do for you right now. I needed something to motivate me because I always been an athlete my whole life. I played ball collegiately, went D2, HBCU, playing basketball, everything. I needed something to be competitive about with myself.
Right.
And that literally, this small chapter of my life is literally redetermined my whole future just by participating in bodybuilding. It's literally showed me how I can dedicate myself to goals, how easy it is not to partake in negativity all the time, how easy it is not to be out partying drunk, not completing goals. Like, it's a certain discipline that's necessary for this to be completed, that it literally has molded my whole life, man. So hitting that stage, walking home with some hardware, getting ranked among some of the best guys in the world, and knowing that I got another level I can reach and I can keep going better, passing this, it was like, oh man, I can't stop. I don't want to stop. You know, and it's more so something for the me.
How competitive are those? How competitive are those competitions? Like, is it like any other sport? Like you come in, you got guys looking, you know, sizing you up.
Oh yeah, the whole nine. You bet. If you ever played ball, man, you ever been to an AAU tournament, man?
Yeah.
Where as soon as you guys hit the gym, everybody like, man, who is Buddy?
Yeah.
What he on? You got the hoodie on. They trying to figure it out, and it's like, man. So to come in the top 3 among over 600 athletes in a building at one time, bro, you gotta understand, like, if they don't put the battery on your back to turn up, like, what is 600 athletes here? And I'm landing in the top 3. Oh, in my class? Oh, let's go time.
That's dope.
It's go time. Like, so, you know, it's everywhere from the girls to the men. It's competitiveness, but fun, man. It ain't where, you know, everybody out. Well, for me, my experiences haven't been, I know some guys, you know, every sport got that hater type vibe about it, but I've been able to really connect with a lot of good people. A lot of good people who are growing to business ventures now and opportunity. So honestly, man, it kind of turned me into the old me again. I would say that younger, passionate me when I was 15, 16, when it was under school, basketball, focus on my dreams. I needed something to reignite that version of myself, man, and put it into 2.0. You know what I mean? And that's what this is bodybuilding has done for me.
That's what's up, bro. You also, you know what I'm saying, have done some acting. You know what I mean? You've been in Happy Hour, a series like Asunder. Yeah. Which y'all still shooting? You shooting that, right? Isn't it coming back? It's coming back.
Yeah. Asunder's supposed to be coming back for another season. That's based out of New York. Waiting on the producers for that. It's a great Amazon series. Man, has won a nice amount of awards for Amazon. And I'm working on a few other short films and projects right now that'll be coming up soon.
Oh, you also did Evil. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Evolve.
Evolve. Yeah,
nah, it's cool. Evolve. Yeah, love spelled backwards, man. I did that with Taronda. She's off of Empire. She's a great actress. She's done Empire. She's done a few Lifetime movies. She's killing the game. She just directed her own. She directed a film for BET that involved actresses like Eva, you know, America's Next Top Model, things like that. Like, so the cast of people I'm getting around and working with, man, is a blessing, man. Even when I was doing the stage plays, to work with Patrice, aka Hattie Mae from all the Medea films, and to befriend a person like that and to share the stage, just to be blessed to stay on the stage with legends like that, bro, is amazing, man. And also, it just kind of showed me I haven't even hit the tip of my talent. You know, I haven't even hit my prime of my talent, man. I look around, and at first I was thinking like, man, am I too old to be doing this, or like to actually be stepping in this? And you look up, bro, and all of the greats right now are like in their prime, in their 40s, almost 50. If you look at The Rock, your Kevin Hart's, your all our female comedians, and a lot of these people are like literally mid 30s, 40s, hit their prime. I'm like, man, I could turn this up. I got time to really turn this corner. Think about it, man. Michael B. Jordan didn't hit it like the level he's at until about 30 something. He's been acting forever.
Yeah.
And now he's like, you know, top 100 sexiest men on, you know, and it's like, oh man, bro, we kind of close in age. So it's like I'm just surrounded by constant motivation, man. And acting for me is dope. It allows me to escape a sense of reality TV to where I'm still on camera, but hey, I don't have to give so much of the personal side of me. I can literally be a character, kill it, hold it down, do my thing, and I'm excited, man, to see how far my acting career is going to go too. Because with the bodybuilding and acting, man, I like to model myself after, AKA, The Rock. I watched The Rock's journey from WWE, football. He changed his look, his image, his body. He went bald head, and now he's 50, and he looked better than he did at 30. You know what I mean? And one of the most influential men in the world at this point. And those are the type of people I'm modeling myself after. Those are the type of people I'm looking up to, the type of people I follow. So when I'm ready to slack and I'm lacking, man, and you see The Rock hit the screen, he come with something solid, and it's like, oh man, back to the grind. Let's get it back to the grind, man. And so I could see my acting is something I could do, man, well into the 70s. I'm 70, 80 years old, man. As long as I can come with the talent, come with the energy that, I could play anything.
For sure. And I know you recently you boxed in Zab Judah's celebrity boxing tournament. Now talk about your experience with that, because I seen, and that dude looked like he was afraid, man, that you was going against.
You know what, man? Slapping Cash is he's an interesting guy, man. I think he's a dope guy. I think he's dope. He has his own lane. But again, man, in his lane, he's slapping dudes to sleep. That's what he do. And I think it was startling for him to come across somebody who wasn't scared of getting slapped or punched.
Yeah.
It's all it was. I was like, oh, well, you slap box, man. I kind of, we grew up slap boxing, but we didn't stand there and slap each other. I mean, you got to catch a moving target on this one, bro. So,
facts.
I just came in to have fun, came in with confidence. Again, brawling and actual boxing is two completely different styles, two completely different type of focuses and skill sets. So, man, I had to literally really go sparring, actual, back. I didn't just show up that day like, yeah, man, I'm about to whoop his ass. No, man. I went out and sparred with some guys who are pros, caught on to any tips and fundamentals that I could. And I thought that was dope. Like, wow, man. And then, for the next fight, whenever it come up, man, I'm going to be training the next couple of months to be prepared. Like, it's different, man. So stepping in that ring, I think opened his eyes up as well as mine on, this whole boxing thing. Because I tell people all the time, I was watching people like Jake and Nate Robinson fight.
I was just about to say that.
That's what kept running through my mind. That's what kept running through my mind. Like, hey, man, no disrespect, man, slap, but hey, man, two black brothers can't get knocked out in front of the world. So I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, I can't let it happen. And I just kept thinking, but I was like, yeah, I'm going to sparring. That's what made me want to go spar. I'm like, well, I'm finna get my ass whooped as much as I can these next couple of weeks off camera. So at least when I get on camera with you, I'm calm, I'm confident. We're gonna get it cracking. But people like Jake, those guys, man, I had to really do my research. Jake's he's been undercover boxing for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
So people wouldn't know that. They thought he just popped up like, yeah, I want to be a pro fighter. He's been taking boxing serious for about three and a half years now, maybe a little longer, depending on the side.
Yeah.
And he enjoys it. And that's why he's out here whooping people ass right now. He really enjoys it. And he
ain't really fighting nobody though. That's really gonna get him.
He's not. So that's what I'm trying to say. The people he's fighting, he's going to be able to do what he's doing to them because they're not taking it as serious as he does. Mm-hmm. He takes it just serious enough that he might not be able to fight your greatest prize fighter right now, but us average Joe, kind of like non-professional boxer athlete, yeah, he definitely gonna be able to put hands on him.
Yeah, for sure.
But hey, I ain't no hater though, man. I
ain't either. I mean, he talk a lot. But, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, that's the name of his game, man. Yeah. He an influencer. He doing his thing. He promoting himself, and he collecting a bag while he going around, man. Hey, man, I ain't mad at him.
For sure.
I ain't mad at him at all.
You doing so many things, bro. I heard you also opening a new gym in Chicago.
Yeah, that's the meeting I was just leaving, man. It's gonna be called Apex Universe.
Okay.
Me and two of my partners, Juan, Tayshawn Reigns, also a top-ranked bodybuilder out here in the city of Chicago. across the nation, man. These are guys I've grew closer with based on our relationship, based on our energy, and the things we see, our vision for our community, man. It's not just about having a gym. We plan on being wellness coaches, life coaches. We want to do stuff for the youth in the community. Bring back that location where kids can just come hang out, type of vibe, man. Like we used to have YMCAs and different stuff in park districts, and a lot of these things are shut down because of funding in the inner cities and things like that. So we just trying to bring back some old school energy of love for the community. But also, man, I have a path. I really enjoy working out, man. So why not get paid on the side?
Right.
Doing something you love. And again, this is something I plan on doing over the summer while filming, man. Keeping myself in shape, get my family in shape, get my friends in shape. And for me to own a location, because a lot of other things I do are really online or, the simplest way through Instagram, making money, things like that. This would be the one thing I could give birth to. I'd be like, look at my baby.
Yeah.
That home location, like, look at my baby, that office.
Yeah.
Like, look at my baby type of energy, man. And, other than that, man, we good.
That's what's up. So season 7 is coming.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my fiance, bro, we watch this religiously. We watch the show religiously for sure. What should we expect this season, bro? What you thinking?
You know what, man? Just expect for glow up, man. And glow up not in a cocky way. Glow up just means and growing up, man. Literally watching guys and young men and women that y'all been watching. Man, if y'all been watching season 1, man, we all started this show like 22, 23, 24, 25, bro. Haley and I, me, 20, starting this show. And y'all have literally watched us grow up. Like, for real. Like, people don't think about it. Like, my son, my oldest boy was literally a year old when we started the show. He's in Pampers. My son now is running around playing football and doing. I was like, people don't even realize how much they've.
That's the one you had lifting weights. You had him lifting, right? Is that him?
My son. Yeah. And I just the main talk I've had with our producers about this season that y'all should expect to see is actually see us grow.
Yeah.
We're not just all sitting around 9 Mag all day. Ryan supports us doing our different ventures, bringing in multiple revenues and lanes of income for our families. Show that we're still a family. We still 9 Mag to the heart. But guess what, man? He can't. One person can't always be doing it all.
Yeah, facts.
We just asked them like, hey, just be respectful enough. And like, I'm not telling them to dig in every single thing, every sock and candle I sell or this and that, but do show that we are proud, prominent, growing Black households, man. Showing that these fathers are being great fathers to their children, and these mothers are not just just shaking their ass all the time. Like, show that our women actually work and they hustling and they keeping us strong as men, and just show these different layers. We know that reality TV needs is but give them the true story of the people they watching again. And that's what always made Chicago such a dope show to watch, because I felt like we was always giving y'all authentic show, and we was giving y'all the real us.
Yeah, that was the next question for real. Cause I was wondering, you know what I'm saying? Like, they put y'all in a lot of situations where want you to react.
It got weird. It got weird. And that's the thing. I said, man, we got to go back to the real TV. That's the main conversation we was having about, man, not forcing it, not setting us up all the time. Y'all made it became a very uncomfortable work environment, man.
Yeah.
So now we're getting back to the roots. We're getting back to opportunities. And honestly, like I said, bro, the pandemic did nothing but force us to grow. So now they got to come back to who we are today. Who we are, what has happened in this year. This is what's happened. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, facts.
I ain't got it for you, man. I spent my year in my house with my woman. It ain't been perfect. Might have been a tissue paper thrown at me once in a while, a little paper towel rack throw at me, a little something, but hey, man, we good.
Paper towel rack.
Yeah, through the little rack. I had my little smart comment playing 2K. Threw something at me, but nothing that nobody leaving each other for and walking out the door for. You know what I mean? We standing strong. We standing solid, man. We growing.
Yeah, I feel like I don't like the way that they kind of. I felt like they put Ryan and Van against each other, man. I hated that, watching that.
Yeah. That was tough, man, because they're both good brothers. I think that they sense the sense of ego, and when they smell blood, they pour it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we see something, let's run with it. And I think it went too far. I think it went further than what they expected. And sometimes we all know, man, you woo, what's the word, man? Like you can't always control an animal, man. Once you unleash it, you ain't always in control of the full instinct, man. And so I think certain instincts went just kicked in, and it went too far. And then that was that place where it's kind of no turning back. I don't think it's that place where they hate each other or want to do harm or hurt each other, but it's in that place that so much has happened. It's like, all right, my nigga, like I just can't break bread with you, but hey, man, power to you, blessings to you. But hey, I can't never break bread with you. I can't never be in them type of shoes with you again. Right. And it's okay. Yeah. You know, people grow. People outgrow each other. Van wants has his own ventures and vision of himself, and we wishing him nothing but the best with his visions and views of himself. We totally want to see him win. I love his family. I love his mom, his brother, his daughter. Yeah. That's my family forever. And so we want to see him win because I know he's a prominent pillar, and he's a prominent, like, you know, he's a solid foundation for his family. So I definitely got to make sure he's always winning. And I would love to see him always winning. But we just in that place where it's like, certain habits ain't matching up. So, you know, to protect what I'm building, I got to love you from a distance. And that's where we all at. It's just still love. If me and him run into each other in the club or anything right now, hey, man, take a shot. First shot on me, man. Love you. Proud of you. And keep it moving. Yeah, for sure. And do y'all get along with the other shows cast at all? Yeah, man. You know, I really, me personally, bro, I'm always just Don, man, the comedian, the cool dude, but I'm also the big brother, the protector. Everybody kind of knows I come with good love, good energy. I don't think nobody on the other show really has a personal vendetta with me, and has no reason to. Yeah. I ain't double crossed nobody. I ain't never went to the internet or the blogs clowning nobody, shitting on their brands, bringing down their characteristics or their character, their name. So anybody knows when I run into them, man, I show love. Like I go out my way to make sure especially if they're around something I got going on, they family. So they get, I feel like they should get the full service I get. And that's just kind of how I roll, man. I get along with everybody. Word. Talk about a couple more questions, bro. Talk about your clothing line. So yeah, you know, Animal Well, man, No More Ordinary Lifestyle. Of course, I always hear my brother's songs, No More Ordinary Lifestyle. Yeah. You know, that's something we've been preaching since we were like 14 years old, man. We didn't know how, when, where, you know, we didn't know how our lives were gonna change. And then for us to end up on TV with all the things that happened, but we just knew we were destined to not be ordinary. And No More Ordinary Lifestyle was just pushing individuals to be the best version of themselves. Think outside the box, man. If you're ready to start your own business, start your own business. If you're ready to chase your dreams, chase it. Do not live in the glass box that's been presented to you. You can see the world, but you're scared to go touch it. Go touch it, man. Go try. And then be the non-ordinary version of yourself. So No More Ordinary Lifestyle is a lifestyle, man. It's just pushing people to strive to be their best. That's what I'm just putting on people back. I want them to put that shirt on or put that hoodie on, put that hat on, and feel recharged and ready to go. Whatever their task is, just feel like, man, hey, I'm about to turn up. I'm about to kill it this year. You know, that's what No More Ordinary Lifestyle is about. Dope. I'm gonna make sure I order something from y'all, bro. I love to, you know what I'm saying? I support black business, bro. That's what I do. So appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Last question. What who you got winning the NBA chip this year? Hey, man. It's funny, man. Brooklyn crazy, bro. Brooklyn crazy. They cheating, bro. I don't know. They cheat, man. That's like an AAU all-star team put together, man. But you know what, man? I still got faith in Bron, man. I know Bron. I got faith that Bron gonna do something that's gonna hurt some people's feelings. Yeah, he gonna have to show he the true GOAT. He getting rest right now. He resting up, but he gonna come with it, bro. And that's the thing, man. I think he just one of the dudes that's gonna prove this why I'm the GOAT. You know, he gonna have to pull a Michael Jordan. He gonna have to pull he gonna really have to put the team on his back and pull a Kobe. Yeah. What type of pressure would those guys do? This was makes the difference on when if he wins this year, this how he lets y'all know. Y'all can't compare me no more. Yeah, facts. Yeah. Don't compare me no more. I love respect. I proved it. You know what I'm saying? Me being an Ohio guy, bro, I always had love for Brian, man. Brian always been the dude. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So like I want to thank you, bro, for coming on, giving me this time, bro, to just talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
on my platform.
For sure, bro.
You got anything else you want to promote at all?
Man, you know what, man? Just telling everybody, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you go to www.getanimalwell.com. Get some apparel, man, hoodie, shirt, jacket, whatever. You know, just understand, man, like what I'm doing with those proceeds, they ain't even going in my pocket right now, man. I'm doing a lot with that money to help others, and we trying to constantly just build in the community as it is anyway. And, you know, just look out for Apex World, man, Apex Universe. We putting something together here in Chicago, man. It's going to be dope. We want to invite everybody out. It's going to be a dope grand opening in the next couple of months. Just be looking out for us, man. And we're gonna try to keep having fun for season 7. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. And with that being said, ain't nothing else for me to say. It's Happy Hour with Lito. It's my guy, Donald Brumfield Jr. Make sure y'all follow him on IG. You got Twitter. If you got Twitter, follow him on Twitter, Facebook, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And we out. Y'all be cool. We out.